Hello YouTubers, hello friends, hello enemies, hello those of you who don't give a living. I thought I'm going to show you this piece of equipment today. I got it on an auction, on an online auction in, late October, early November, and it is what we would call maybe a boombox. It is a cassette recorder with built-in tuner, an amplifier, two cassette decks or cassette tape recorders up here, and it is of the brand Luxor, which is a Swedish brand that was very popular from, I guess from the 1930s when it came to radios and electronical equipment. We talk about record players, radios, amplifiers, but also television sets and later videos. And at the end of the life of Luxor, they also tried to have some success in the quite young computer business, but that didn't end that well. Like many other children of the 1970s, these so-called boomboxes were part of our musical upbringing because we listened a lot to cassette tape back then, and I didn't have one of these when I was a kid. I had a Hitachi boombox, and it was actually very good, and I used it very much for quite a lot of years. I got it in 1986. I think it was my birthday in 1986, so I was 12 years old then. And I used it quite a lot for the next 10 years. But as I said, this is a Luxor, and it has some nice features that I thought I could show you. And we're also going to try to record on cassette tape. And that's a thing that I haven't really tried for the last 20 years maybe, because one reason why I was very interested in this model is that it looks a bit unusual compared to many other models, but also that it has some nice inputs. It has an input which not all of these machines have, so you can actually connect whatever you want to it and make recordings from external devices, record player, CD player, today even MP3 player if you're so such inclined. And I'm going to show you also here next to it. I have connected a Audio-Technica LP. I think the name is, the record player is called, is it LP60? I think so. Yeah, AT LP60. And it is a very simple record player. A great starter, so to speak, because it's very simple, but it works quite alright, sounds quite alright, and it doesn't ruin your records, unlike many of these horrible records players of the brand name that I shall not mention here. Crossley! Sorry, of the brand that I, you know what I mean. That may look very good, but actually destroys your records. This is a simple and a totally okay record player. Right, so the idea is that I'm going to try to record from this record player to the cassette deck. I actually have some blank tapes. They are still selling blank tapes at the store chain called Clas Ohlson here in Sweden. So I got one 5-pack of these Maxell UR 90 minutes. So we're going to try to do that. But before we do that, we're going to have a look at the different features of this machine. I've been doing some online research about this model, and I found out that it is probably from 1987. So it is almost 30 years old, and it works fine when I got it. The only thing that didn't work perfectly was the volume sliders. These ones, they were a bit scratchy, so to speak, and the left channel didn't really sound as loud as it should. But after just well, a bit of jerking like this, it turned out quite good. So what do we have here? Shall we start at the front? I think so. We have two speakers. I'm not sure about the watt and the ohm, so to speak, but because it isn't written anywhere, I haven't found the actual specifics. We have a tuner with FM, shortwave, medium wave and long wave. We have a graphic equalizer there. It's quite dark, I hope you can see it. We have two volume sliders, one for left, one for right. We have a phones jacket here, and we have a switch for dubbing. If you want to, you have high-speed dubbing on this cassette recorder, and you have normal dubbing, and you also have the possibility to shut off the dubbing altogether. Then we have different functions: tape, which also means radio off. We have radio on, and then we have what's called auxiliary dash CD, and well, that's whatever you choose to connect to the auxiliary input. We have FM mode, mono and stereo, and of course a band switch, FM, SW, MW and LW. Yep. And we have an FM stereo light and a record light, a tuning dial. Oops, sorry about the shaking cam. There's a tuning dial and a power light. It is a bit unusual to find. We have the schematics here of the whole system. You don't see that on that many cassette decks, but it shows how it's all connected together, as you can see. Very nice. Then we have a tape recorder without record, playback only, and this for play and record, as it usually is. Nothing that much on the back. We have battery compartment. We have the switch between normal tape and chrome tape. I think metal tape too as well. Then we have a line out with the normal RCA cables, and then we have the line in, and you see I have the record player connected here to this tape recorder. And then we have a mains, and we have a mains cable here at the side. Okay, let's try some of the functions then. And of course, you can't really hear the sound quality on YouTube here, but anyway, let's see. Tapes, well, it's done. If I shut off the stereo there, let's move on. Oh, Roxette.
Väldigt mycket mål, Euphonism som alltså toppar franska ligan. Om det här är 7 poäng för sista resan som alla seglar finns nu. Vår levnadskurs kan
really? Okay. Yeah, as you can hear, the quite powerful speakers and the powerful sound. So let's try the tape recorder then. I'm going to try it with this tape here. It's from the Norrbottensteatern, the Swedish or the northern Swedish theater, who they made a musical. This is from 1989, and it was issued on a tape that I got hold of back then. It's a very nice musical, and I actually even know some of the people who were involved, and I think we can risk playing a bit here of this, because I don't think there will be any copyright issues here. So let's see.
Lilla värme som jag får. Låt mig få stanna här. Här är det jag väntar på. Låt mig stanna kvar.
Yeah, I think sounds great. I mean, even if this is 30 years old, you don't really see any sign of the belt being old or being on the edge of perishing. You know how these old belts, well, after a while they turn from rubber to some sort of melted licorice. You know about that. So let's now try the audio input here, and I thought let's also try to record a bit. Let's try to record. This is I have to tell you, I haven't tried this before this recording. I know that the tape recorder works, but I haven't tried to record anything on it yet. I was saving it for this video. So if I remember correctly, you first press pause and then you press record and play together like that. And what am I going to record? Well, as I said, I've connected it to this simple record player, and I also brought out a record that should be, well, we shouldn't have to worry about copyright. It is this record, I've showed it before quite a lot of times. It is Holmsson Storband spelar evergreens. Holmsson Big Band plays evergreens with a jazz tone. My uncle's wife's father was the leader of this band, and this is a nice record from 1984. They produced it by themselves when they had their 10th year anniversary. So, oops, and release pause. See if anything happens here. Oh. There is no way to control the recording, how the recording level on this cassette deck, so I hope it's being done automatically. Yes, it's spinning. So hopefully we're making a recording now. Okay, I think that's enough for the test. Let's rewind. I haven't had a I haven't really had a tape recorder that was good for recording, for recording tapes for a long time. So, and I don't know what this will sound like, but let's try to listen. Well, it's a Maxell UR tape, so it is the best quality, of course, but I think it sounds fairly okay. It has some sort of recording leveling name, because I can hear that. Yeah, well, that's nice. That's nice to know that that works. Can be useful in the future. But also, another thing that's good with this is that you don't have to just connect. You can connect other stuff than a record player. You can connect anything like an old portable CD or your MP3 player, maybe your iPhone. No, not iPhone. I mean, well, you can do that too. But I mean, like an iPod Classic that doesn't have any built-in speakers, and you can use this as to listen to that if you don't want to listen through headphones. So this was a cheap purchase. I think I paid maybe around 30 euros for it, all in all, and I have to say I'm very happy about it. It works perfectly, and I hope to be able to enjoy it for a long time. And well, my good friends, that's the Luxor model 9559 from around 1980. I forgot to mention an important thing also, is the fact that I have lots of cassettes, many recordings that I made myself, well, on my own and together with my old late friend Roger, that I sometimes feel that I would really like to make some sort of MP3 file or digitalize it in some way, and this is a very good device for that too, because it has, as you could see, an output, so I could connect it to the sound card of my computer and use it that way. And well, that's another reason why I'm happy I found it and paid as little for it, and that it works very good. Well, again, thanks for watching.